What's going on, everyone? So, the Los Angeles Lakers have D'Angelo Russell as doubtful due to illness for this upcoming game, as well as Austin Reaves is questionable after his scary fall in the previous game against the Thunder. Apparently, he had an MRI on his back, and he has no structural damage or anything like that. Probably sore, right? Quite the tumble. But if either or both, especially if both, but if either end up missing this game, you have to give Quincy Olivari a shot, right? This is the chance to see what does Quincy Olivari have. Now, look, I have been very adamant, more so on AIS The Lakers show, but I have been very adamant about the Lakers need to give Quincy an opportunity. He is killing it in the G League. He is clearly better than everyone in the G League. Now, that doesn't always translate to the NBA. Right? Even Lonzo and LiAngelo were talking about, the G League. You can go get a cool 30 in the G League, but that doesn't mean, a lot of those guys average 2 in the NBA, right? We've seen a lot of guys be very good in the G League, and it just doesn't translate to NBA standards. But how do you know unless you try? How do you know unless you play? And it's not like our other guards are just great. Also, Bronny's out, so you can't go to Bronny, right? So, who else do you got? Right, Gabe Vincent, right, which there's an argument to be made even with Austin Reaves and D'Angelo Russell to have Quincy Olivari get a real opportunity over Gabe Vincent, right? So our heavy guard play is going to come down to Dalton Connect as well as Gabe Vincent and Max Christie. So we're going to be, this is a good opportunity for both Dalton Connect and Max Christie to kind of really have those games. I trust Dalton Connect to really have that game. Again, he's been the leading scorer the last 2 games. I could see this could be an opportunity where he gets 30, right? Because now he doesn't have to compete with Austin Reaves. It's LeBron, AD, and him, right? So I could see that. And then, Max Christie, this is a real opportunity for Christie to kind of get some heavy minutes, kind of work through some stuff, give some production. I know people are disappointed and down on him because of that blunder that he had. They completely ignore the sequence before that, which, again, I get. You had a great sequence. You bailed LeBron out from having another turnover, and you ended up hitting some circus shot. Great. But then you went and null and voided that by making a silly decision on the other end. I look at that as just, it's the inexperience, right? Again, he was already supposed to get his figure-it-out year. Max Christie was already supposed to be done with that, and he never got it, right? So now this season is figure-it-out year. So I think that this is a good opportunity for him to kind of get some of that figuring stuff out. I think that this is a good opportunity for him to kind of get through some stuff, learn some stuff, right? Play some heavy minutes. You could even start him and kind of have LeBron be the point guard, right? Because Connect has shown he can initiate the offense. Because again, you're just kind of looking for somebody to bring the ball up. AD, LeBron, Connect, and even Max Christie can bring the ball up, right? Especially against Utah, you could probably get away with that. But I also think that this is a great opportunity to see, what can Quincy bring, right? If he's not ready, he's not ready. That's fine, but what if he is, right? I've talked about, getting him some looks, getting him some reps. Obviously, we can't bring him on the main roster right now because we have a full roster, and you can't waive anybody because it still counts towards the cap, and Lakers $35,000 from the second apron or $45,000, whatever it is. They're pennies in comparison from the second apron. Can't go into the second apron. So can't waive anybody to bring Quincy in. However, let's say Quincy does ball out and he does look good. Okay, we'll give him another opportunity. Okay, he's continuing to look good. I'm not saying he's going to go average 30, right, or anything crazy like that, right? You're not asking him to do that. You're asking him to just kind of come in and step in and play a minimal role, right? Come in and just, can he give us the Gabe Vincent minutes at 12 minutes a game where he can be a point of attack, be high energy, hit the open shot, right? People are concerned about Quincy and his turnovers, right? The guy's averaging something insane, 7 turnovers a game, right? But again, his role is going to be completely different. Right, on the G League team, he's asked to wheel and deal. He's out here cooking. He's out here hitting shots. He's driving to the paint, doing he's not going to be asked to do any of that stuff. He's going to be looked at to just be basically Gabe Vincent's role. They're not giving the ball to Gabe Vincent and going, okay, go ahead. Right? No, like they're not going to do the same thing with Quincy. Right? What Quincy's going to be is he's going to be the guy that initiates, boom, gets you into your action, and then he's just playing the Dalton Connect role at that point, right? Where he's just, patrolling the paint or patrolling the perimeter, get open, get ready for that, boom, you catch it, light it up, right? Like he's going to be playing off ball most of the time as like a shooting guard that initiates. Right? Yeah, it'd be nice if you can get the swing pass. It'd be nice if you can find the open cutter, but you're not going to be asking him to be Chris Paul out there, right? Like people are like, yeah, but his 2-point percentage is like terrible. Again, because he's playing a completely different role. They're not going to be asking him to do all this stuff and try to create all this contact in the foul line. The only numbers that matter is his defensive rating and his 3-point shooting. Those are the two things that matter the most. Why? Because those are the two things that he's going to be asked to do on the Lakers. High energy, help rebound, defend, hit the open shot. That is it. Initiate the offense, right? So just don't get carried away, right? Like you don't have to try to thread the needle. You don't have to try to do any of this stuff. Bring the ball up, give the ball and initiate the action, and then let's go. He'll be fine in that regard. It's just, can he play defense at a high enough level, right? Can he hit the open shot at a consistent level, right? Like those are the questions you're looking for, because you might have that, right? We might have like a poor man Splash Brothers, right? Because obviously Quincy's not Steph, and Dalton Connect. I know a lot of people compare him to Clay, but he has a long way to go from that. But maybe we have like this, again, like shooting version where it's like if he can come in and knock down 3 threes a game, and Dalton Connect can knock down 6 threes a game, like we might have this version, again, like a very poor version, but still a version. Not to discredit Connect. Connect's actually been better than Clay this season. But we're talking about like historic Clay, we got to be honest, right? It's more the defense. But again, he's a rookie doing the things that he's doing, which is just incredibly impressive. Well, can Quincy do the same thing? How do we know unless he actually gets an opportunity? How do we know unless he tries? He can't be much worse than Gabe Vincent's been. Right? Gabe Vincent's been absolute cheeks, right? Like, he's literally the worst player in basketball. That's not an opinion. It's a literal fact. Like, the guy has been awful from a basketball standpoint. So Quincy can't be much worse, right? The bar isn't very high, right? But how do you know unless you try him? Also, it would be nice to know if he can handle it and if he's ready to play that role, right? Like, Lakers are probably going to pull off a trade at some point. Right? Fingers crossed, at least, right? Chances are Gabe Vincent's gone, D'Angelo Russell's gone, right? Well, you're going to have a need at some point, unless you can get a Dennis Schroeder or something like that in one of these trades. You're probably going to need a backup guard, right? Somebody that can come in and just be serviceable. Again, play the Gabe Vincent role for you. What if Quincy is that guy? Now you don't need to go look elsewhere. Now you're fine. And you got him cheap. Because now you could sign him right now. He's just happy to be here, right? So probably get him 4 years at like $7 million or something like that, or $8 million. Get him locked up, right? And he can come in and play that backup role. And you got him and Dalton Connect cheap for the next, 5-6 years, right? Minimum, right? Like that is what I would prefer to see, right? And if he's not ready, then it's fine, right? He's not ready, right? Like he's not expected to be. He's a rookie who's coming in. But again, give him the opportunity to show it. I'd rather that than we do pull off a trade and then it's like, okay, well, now what? Right? Okay, so we bringing in a Markelle Fultz. Well, supposedly his knees are gone. That's why no one's signing him. Okay, Jordan Goodwin, maybe. Okay, I would rather just know, okay, we already have the guy on our team. You have a guy in Quincy Olivari who come in, play that role perfect. Right? Even if we do get a starting level guy, right? You still might need a guy to come off the bench and do that. Or even if he's great, right? And you just need to fill a roster spot. What if he's good and you don't necessarily, you just need him to be a backup too, right? Just be another shooter off the bench. Hey, dude, hit the open shot, play some defense. That's it, right? You're going to get 10 minutes a game, right? It would be nice to know and see. I think this is a good opportunity for the Lakers to kind of justify playing him. And two, I think this would be a good opportunity for Quincy Olivari to show and display what he's capable of, to where now Rob Pelinka and JJ Redick, but mostly Rob Pelinka because he's got to make trades and deals, maybe you can look at okay, he might be ready, right? Hey, JJ, give him a couple more chances, give him a couple more opportunities, play him over somebody, but give him a couple opportunities so we can kind of see, because I'm trying to work out these deals and I need to know if he's ready. Then maybe I don't need to go get a Dennis Schroeder or something like that. I can use whatever assets I was going to use for him or whatever salary matching I was going to use for him to go get another Wayne or, a better backup center or something like that, right? Like, it could open the door for other things. Give Quincy a chance. All we are saying is give Quincy a chance, right? Like, there you go. Even a song and dance for you. Like, give Quincy an opportunity. Look, if he's trash, fine, he's trash, right? Like, I'd like him to get more than just one opportunity, but that might be all you get, man. So be ready. But I'd at least like to get him that chance. We've seen him do it at every level so far. Seen him do it in college. We've seen him do it in Summer League. We saw him do it in preseason against the Suns and their main guys. Right? So it wasn't like he was playing against a bunch of G League guys. It wasn't like he was playing against a bunch of, backup reserves and guys that are not even going to be in the league. No, he's doing that against Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, just torching folks, right? Like, and we've seen him do it in the G League. Okay, well, can he do it in an actual NBA game? And Utah's probably the best chance to get him an opportunity because they don't have this like stellar guard lineup that is just like defensively sound or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, they're not playing like against the Thunder. It'd probably be like, yeah, you probably. Like if they're fully healthy, SGA, Alex Caruso. Imagine Alex Caruso just menacing him, right? Like, big difference, right? Then like, okay, you're playing the Jazz. Like, let's see how he does against the Jazz. If he's like torching the Jazz and just cooking, then it's like, okay, we might have something here. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Think like, yes, give Quincy a chance, right? Please, this is the opportunity. You might be without D'Lo. You might be out without Austin Reaves. Even if one plays, you still have an argument for Quincy to get a look. Like, give Quincy a look. But how you feel, let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.